What's up, Armaden? You are here at my self-build vlog. We are still on the cart lodge. We're getting that sorted. We've got a little bit of VELUX action and collar ties. Dan's on crew again. So just putting in these. It's almost double collar tied in a way. You go across, 4 nails in each side, that's enough. Even though I don't really need these structurally, we put them in so I can have a flat bit at the top. And that way I can get my lights in, and I'm going to have some infrared slim panels that go up here as well. So we marked out across here, and then we strung a line all the way along, chalk line, pinged it, and that's where we've got all this from. So all of these should be on a level as well. Hey, yeah, again, this episode isn't going the way that I planned it. I've got that one in properly. This one's covered up because I bought it second hand, but new, if you know what I mean. It just didn't get installed, and there's a bit missing at the top, so I've had to order that from VELUX, but it's not coming for 9 days. And then this one didn't get done because we got thunderstorms and all that. It's just like obviously raining, so it's all covered up for now. In a couple of days I'm going to whack that out. So in the meantime, we've been doing other stuff that I haven't really recorded, but I thought I'd quickly show you something, a little bit of a safety, because look, I've been using the table saw. So yeah, there's fun. What I ended up doing was I had turned it off, and at the very same time I turned it off, I went to move what I was cutting away, but in that half a second, that blade was still spinning. And it just went straight through my thumb because I missed obviously what I was taking off, because this was in the way. It's supposed to be a guard to protect it, but I didn't see that the blade was still spinning. Obviously I don't really know what happens. Momentary lapse in concentration, obviously. I've been ripping down some boards. So we've got some 3x2 because we're going to do a little bit of a dwarf wall. It's because it's not structural, I'm not beefing it up or anything. So I ripped that down, and then because my roof is at 45-degree pitch, I've knocked off. You see, I've cut down the angle. I don't know whether you can see that. It's at 45. So we'll knock that together tomorrow and put it in. I'll show you what we've been up to inside as well. And obviously on my thing, if you're gonna cut at an angle, it's good to have a guide both sides, otherwise it slips out. Always make sure you got your first aid kit. I've got 2 plasters on my thumb. I rammed it full of this Germaline antiseptic cream and something, it basically numbs the pain allegedly, but it's still bloody hurting. It went quite deep, not quite down to the bone, and it's almost like a wedge kind of like that was hanging off. So I've just done what I've done. I've done that before. I cut my hand open or my finger, and I left it overnight taped up, and then in the morning I was like, well, I better go to hospital and get some stitches and that. I don't think I will with this. I'm just going to leave it, and then at some point I'll unwrap this, and then I'll wang a load of super glue over it. That'll do, wouldn't it? So I'm going to pack my stuff away, put this wood away. I'm going to have a beer, chill out and relax. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll tell you what's happening. I had a day off yesterday. It was raining all day, and Dan messaged me. He said, you just want to have a rest up day? And I said, yeah. This was like massively hurting yesterday. It's not too bad today, but I've knocked it a few times, and it absolutely bloody kills. I've still got 1 plaster on. I took the others off. Like, the tape was just too tight. It was hurting. Then I took the other plaster off. And now, obviously, it's got a little bit wet this morning, so I thought I'd clear it up. We'll have a quick look. Right. Oh. Right. It's not too bad. I mean, obviously that white bit, that's where it wanted to take it off. I'm guessing that's quite manky, that is. We're just going to clean it up. We'll wrap it up again today. Because obviously we don't want to get stuff in it and get it infected. Oh, do you know what that reminds me of? Like the fat layer on meat, like pork belly or something. Ah, you bitch! So obviously the blade went in that way, all the way down to there, quite deep. Dan's just turned out. I'll give him a chance to have a look before I wang a load of stuff in it. I bet he says, "Oh, you need to go to hospital."
I can't come all the way up the muddy hill, do you? Eh?
I was waiting for you.
Oh.
Should I super glue that?
Now what you should do is go to the hospital.
No.
Should you super glue it? If it's not cleaned out properly,
Yeah. Then,
with sterile water and all the saline solution that they pour through it,
then no.
and you super glue it up, your thumb will go gangrene.
Yeah.
Because the idea with the pus with the open cut to heal inside is to push it out.
Alright. Let's not super glue it then.
No. Can you move it alright?
Yeah. Whoa, gives thumbs up. Woo! It's amazing how much you use the top of your thumb though. That's my swiping thumb. That is. Can you get that open? I can't. Right. Sorted.
Then you're talking about getting a table saw. If you buy a table saw, that's 900 quid to £1,000 for a decent one, or you buy a crappy one again. And all you're using it for is cutting your fingers off.
Ah, you fucker. Jesus Christ. Right, I've got to put it on my knee.
Okay, alright. Oh.
We're doing the splits.
Are you really?
Ow!
Alright. You got your leg back?
Yeah.
You have no energy to do anything for the rest of the day now. Are you going to start off again by
No. That was a beast and a half to get up. I don't know whether you heard, Dan said you need 14 people to get that up, not 2. So we've got a little tiny leak just down here, but that's because this is all still exposed. There's nails obviously going through the felt. When we done this side, the black stuff, it didn't want to sag as much, and it does seem like it's tightened up more than it should have done, but it's happened now. This side's totally dry where the tiles are on, so obviously we've done a good job tiling. The insulation collar's around. This one's kind of round. I'll talk you through that in a second. And this one, I just need to lift it up to lock it in, so I'll do that now. Lovely. See, look, top hung. That's what you want. And that's how much room I've got to the handle. So I'm 5'10". So 6 foot, you just squeeze it. So obviously these are 1.40 m. You just get away with that. Happy with that. Now I've just got to crack this one out. That's the job today before it rains later. And then I can go home and get a bit of love for my sore thumb. we started putting blocks in for when we put the insulation in, and down the edges as well we've put these in, so when you put the plasterboard up you need something to screw it to at the end. Let's go. Okay, so we're all open. I can put my insulation collar in now. Now, if you've seen it before, my width on my double rafters are not quite right, so I can't fit this full thing in. Normally you leave a 40 to 60 mil gap outside the window, and then obviously if you do 40 mil, you take off this little strip here. You see that? So basically, because I've only got like 15 mil gap all the way around, I take these strips off and I put them around the edge instead. And then obviously because it's not being clipped together, I take these clips off at the end. So you'll end up, here's one I done earlier, with that there and then that there. Now obviously because I'm doing displays, I'm going to have to chop this back anyway because it doesn't really fit. Yeah, I'll whack them in now. That was an absolute nightmare. We locked it into position by mistake and then we spent half an hour trying to disengage the springs. I'll put a video up separate of that if anyone needs it in the future. We're going to put it back together now, get it in, crack on. Okay, frames in, pushing it to one side, the way. I'm just going to slide that bit in. The other side, and then push this bit in. You missed the fun bit of us lifting the window in. We've got to take it out in a minute and then put it back so you see it later. It's a bit wobbly, not wobbly. The gap one side is a little bit bigger than the other when you open the frame, so we're just going to pack one side. You do the opposite. Need a poker majigger thing.
I've got a pencil.
No.
Pencil's fine. You're checking and going, why haven't I got pencils?
Why haven't I got pencils?
Because you drop them and I pick them up. That's what happens. You know that's the deal.
Right, ready? My thumb.
Huh?
I said that hurts my thumb.
Let me go underneath with this one.
hopefully.
Hang on. So that's just pushing straight on me. Why is that? Go like that. Okay. What did we do? What did we do?
Right out. You had the top.
Did I? I don't think that was what happened.
It was. I haven't got this.
I've got it. I've got it. Hey! Oh, my back won't bend like that. That's not what you...
Well, I did say I haven't got it.
No, but you pushed it.
No, I let go of it. No, angle. Pivot! Down.
Instead of just letting go, you actually pushed it.
No, I let go.
It's like, no! It's in.
I said I won't have it.
You had a perfect view of the panic in my face. I was like, can you see me?
I put the felt collar on, but not 100% properly, because the drainage channel that you put at the very top, it doesn't really fit between 100mm gauge battens. You could probably squeeze it in just, but it's almost like futile. It's probably not really going to do anything. So the benefit of this is just for the, obviously the flashing around the window, and at the very bottom I just flap it over the top here, and then when you nail your tiles in, because this metal bit is here now, it's not as easy to get them in, but they do just fit in. You'll realise when you nail them through. That's if you've got the same tiles as me, that is. Flashing next. It says to use these little tab things, and you like put them on there and you pin them in so you can hold on the bottom flashing like that, but that's just pointless. If you get it in place like this, you can just hold it with one hand, and then you get the other bit and just put it on like this. You can just push it in. See, that holds itself there anyway. And then you just put your screws in. So check out this craziness. So you get this bit of flashing, which is obviously this bit here. And it says obviously put it in, blah blah blah, do them stupid tabs that you don't need to. Then you get down to here, and it says right, you measure it 28mm across, and then you bend this bit up, get it to there, put that tile under, and then fold it over that tile. But if they're saying to do that, why don't they put a bend in this? But I haven't done it. I haven't done it on the other windows as well. I've just tucked it all the way across, because the flashing, it comes all the way across here. So see, that's a bigger lap than the tiles themselves anyway. And then if you watch the video from VELUX on JJ Roofing, he doesn't do it. No one does it. So I don't know why it's there. And then if you look in here more, on all of the other drawings, they haven't done it. So I'm not bending it over and messing about. It's staying flat. The other one's flat. It chucked it down yesterday all day, and there's no leak, so I reckon that'll be fine. And then these ones, you cut the tabs off, and you need to nail through the flashing, but that's all right, because the next one covers it up, and you get all the soakers. Just measure them up. So I'm going to measure all these tiles now. It might be quite close, but we'll write a list. Dan will cut them, and then I'll start whacking them in. Just sorting out the top flashing now. This is a bit of an awkward part. I've just chopped the tiles down a little bit. It's supposed to be 60 mil to 100 mil off of this. This is a bit awkward. I've learnt where to put that roughly from that one over there. It gave me a bit of aggro. Slide them up, shift them across, and then once I've got these cut tiles in, then I can pull these ones down, shift that in, job done. Ta-da! Probably the hardest thing about that was not using my thumb, or the end of it at least. Bloody hurts, bloody hurts. That's pretty much there, pretty much bang on. Dan's tarping up the other side at the moment. We've got the solar panel bloke come over the other day. We just had to put a few rows of tiles at the bottom and then they're going to fit the panels, but it's probably going to be in about a week and a half's time. So because I've got a massive tarp anyway, we just thought it would be good to just like cover it up basically. We've got to lift the bloody window in again now. Let's see, it needs to swivel over.
That way?
Yeah. Okay. Sit up and out. Down towards me. You need to let it down. That's it. I'm in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was probably their best time yet. Click! Come on! Yeah! Looking nice, isn't it? So you'll like the patchwork at the top. So basically we've put the we've covered up the ridge because obviously we've not got the ridge on yet, and because the other side we haven't really put any tiles on because we're having an in roof solar panels. If you have a look over here. So just need to sort that out. So the solar panels, I don't know, maybe in the next week and a half, 2 weeks or something, they'll be up. I need to get some more tile and halves. I wasn't planning on getting an in-roof solar panel system originally, so I didn't get enough tile and halves to go at the edge. So I've tried to order them. Ridgeons, my new builders merchants, are proving to be just as bad as Build Base. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I just want to sack them all off and just deal with like one builders merchants that's actually going to fucking do things properly and actually give me decent prices. The thing is, like, these builders merchants, they give discounts to all their tradesmen. Then all their tradesmen knock all of the clients and get obviously kickbacks from the merchants as well. As a layman, DIY, you go into the builders merchants, they're charging you more than what B&Q and Wix would. Set up an account, think you're going to get trade prices. They don't give you trade prices unless you go, oh, give us a discount. Just sort us out in the first place. Ridiculous. I've got to do my washing up before we go home. I think I might get a dishwasher and just plug it in and plumb it in somewhere. I've had enough of doing washing up. I'm going to leave it there. If you haven't already, give us a thumbs up. Please do subscribe, hit the bell notification. Thanks for watching.